Ned Jarrett and spins on his top for hundreds of feet.
Spencer on the high side. Trickle on the bottom. There it goes. Trickle just lost. Oh, almost got Spencer. It appeared as if the back end just came right out from Trickle. He hit hard. Spencer can count himself as very lucky in that.
There's a wild mix-up involving 5 cars on the second turn. Junior Johnson's Ford is rammed from behind by number 45.
And as they come to the line this time, look at that. Brett Bodine loses it. Everybody buys lead at this point, but no, that's going to end it. He comes up. Everybody stacks up behind him, including Kulwicki, who is right there. The caution comes out.
Cars are tangling all over the backstretch. Jim Hurtubise gets 2 wheels on the wall as Tiny Lund and Darrell Derringer ride the length of the backstretch at 100 miles an hour.
Game that is being played here. Oh, trouble! Ricky Rudd slamming toward the wall. Crashing, rolling over, side over side. Allison still up among the leaders. Oh, Allison goes wide.
Watch. Kulwicki and Yarborough. Denny, there was 2 more.
There's a 6 car coming up. It looked like he got a little bit loose. Back end broke loose. Oh man. Rusty hit it a ton now.
Now this is the bad part. No, he got her slowed up some, but look at the 7 car coming here.
I think he got tapped in the rear.
This is what worried me right in the driver's door.
This is the one that worried me, this 15 car coming down here. Rusty's got it stopped now. They're going to slap him side to side. Boy, I tell you, buddy, I was afraid that thing really hurt him there.
Pentax Cameras Buick was right in the middle of the leaders as they went to all 3 lanes. Smoke coming, a car spinning coming down in front. Yarborough.
Yarborough's car spins coming off of turn number 4. Another car is also involved, spinning high on the racetrack in turn number 1.
Dale Earnhardt, it was simply Yarborough, or so it appeared, losing control as he came.
Heavy traffic entering the turn. Uh-oh, Donnie Allison, kicked by Tom Gale, he spins, and more cars pile in. It's one of those big ones. They're all over the racetrack. Marcus getting hit from both sides. Cars on the track in the infield. Debris is flying. What a smash-up.
In the middle of the pack, you see Benny Parsons and Richard Petty apparently touching. Quite unusual for those 2 veterans. Parsons listing up toward the outside wall, giving Petty not enough racing room. Looks to me, Dave, like they're of the Skoal Bandit race cars. Connie Saylor, who flipped so terribly at Daytona in February, is involved in that yellow number 4 on the roof of the race car. And of course, the field behind bearing down at better than 190, approaching 200 miles an hour. Tim Richmond, the Indianapolis 500-mile race rookie of a year ago, in that red and white number 99, just barely missing the disabled Connie Saylor car as it coasted down to the bottom of the racetrack and uses up a little. Oh, right into the wall goes Shepard, and he collects Allison. A multiple crash coming out of turn number 4.
He goes on into the turn. And it looks like he's caught.
Oh, Hamilton is spinning.
And Jim Bodine spins. Ooh, some heavy contact behind them. Is that more? That's Greg Sachs' car, I believe.
3 cars. Slides a little bit. We have 1 car over in the wall, and that is Phil Parsons. He gets tagged by Brett Bodine. The 15 car involved is Ricky Rudd. They spin and tag the inside retaining wall out of turn.
Right front tire blew on his car, right at the apex of turn 40. Came out and he smashed the wall at the head of the straightaway and flattened the side of the wall.
Here comes Dallenbach. Watch Wally there, the 15. Oh, well, Mayfield came back up the banking there. Nothing Wally could have done. For the record, Sterling Marlin did not get his lap back.
Fast running 4th. Dale Jarrett is 5th. Oh, a couple here. Ernie Irvin into the wall. Boy, he got way up on that wall, and Brett Bodine becomes involved. As Dale Earnhardt.
2 cars up in the wall. One of them appears to be Benny Parsons. No, that's like Labonte also. That's Terry Labonte, and he gets tagged in front of him, and I think Benny Parsons was on course. In beautiful fashion here. There's trouble. There's smoke ahead of the car out of control.
Of the pits, look at the impact. Outside impact has already been made, and now there is Wally Dallenbach back T-boning him, and then also contact on their beat, and he has a lot of them here.
And had trouble on the front straightaway as Brett Bodine and Davey Allison get together as they came off the turn 4. Great driving by Dale Earnhardt.
We've got a car on the wall. Car number 88. That's Ricky Rudd. It's on the wall coming out of turn 4. Benny Parsons in a melee. Elliott's involved in it. Harvey's involved in it. Ellison.
I thought you know Rudd. Oh! And late speed, they make some contact and around.
Number 5 coming around, and just you can see Brett Bodine applying the brakes, trying to get Woad, and his number 5 was able to get it under control. He was hit from the rear by Derek Cope.
Ken, the wreck was in front of that. There was a couple of cars up in the wall ahead of that. And
we can determine what happened.
Well, a lot of cars headed into the turn. It looked like they all tried to get there at the same time. Looks like Ricky's mates, for some reason, spun in front of the field. And the cars are 2 or 3 abreast in the back. They start spinning and just trying to slow down. Other cars hitting them, and we see them going through the mud in the infield to avoid the accident. And that's Ernie Irvin.
Dallenbach's car is in bad shape. And again, smoke coming from the car, so he may have blown an engine or something to put moisture below the wheels.
Car went
and it's Neil Bonnet, and we have a crash, a spin involving car number 47. That's Ron Bouchard. He has had a hard time here all the way along. Car's now spinning to avoid him. Another car gets involved in it up there in the 4th turn area. During practice,
See the 29 car of Grissom just getting in the back of Jeremy Mayfield. Now, the 12 car, Derek Cope, runs in the back of Grissom. Grissom spins.
Trickle hits the 98 car.
And the 43 car runs into both of them.
Craven is involved.
And there's Spencer comes in. That's where he got his flat tire. Richard Petty was running in a pack of cars, and the back end starts to go around, and looked like it might have been tagged by the car number 73 of Phil Barkdahl, and you can see Petty's car just cramming and turning over up against the wall, and other cars coming in. There's Barkdahl hitting him as he came by.
Here is Rudd on the inside, up the backstretch. Kyle against the inside of Rudd, the outside of Rudd spins him. The left front into the wall of Ricky Rudd. The Motorcraft Ford has been demolished in turn 3.
Baker's got it. Uh-oh, he's sliding. Baker's out of control. And now he's got it straight. No, he's heading for the wall.
Boy, as close as you can see, Earnhardt's car gets upside down and gets hit there by
a That's Robert Presley. That's Robert Presley in the 33 got into Earnhardt when he was upside down there.
But Cope was the first one, got him in the roof. Derek Cope in that 12 tangled with him as well as it was spinning and crashing.
As we were talking, and the car got out of shape before it started into the turn, and that was the
Bodine.
4 Ford, when you count Alan Kowicki there. Was that Kowicki's car or yeah, it was Alan Kowicki's car that got out of shape to begin with and just took.
And certainly still has a chance at winning this race. Dale Earnhardt, I think, has the better chance at this point, and we have a crash up in turn number 2. 2 cars are involved in it. Ricky Rudd and Kerry.
3 of the top contenders, then 4 of them in a jam session at turn 4. Dale Earnhardt cuts the tire down. He is in collision with David Pearson, who collides with Cale Yarborough. Bobby Allison trying to spin to avoid them, contacts the wall, and the Warner Hodgson car is torn up as well. 4 top competitors all taken out in one shot.
There's Trickle. He gets the car just a little bit too high. He loses the back end, and bam.
Boy, the field bearing down on him. They all cut to the inside. Then he slips down in between a few of them.
Speed shot located at the start-finish line.
You can see in the top right of your screen, there he is hitting the wall. Hit it pretty good.
Yes, he did. I think he had a tire go down as he went into that turn, and that's what happened.
Green and white. Let's see if we can pick it up on the screen. The spin has already begun. There is Schrader just jerking just a little bit to try and get around. And wow, right in Ricky Rudd's path. Ricky was just trying to make the only move that he could, and that was to squeeze between Harry and the track.
As Petty spun, other drivers managed to slip past or jam on the brakes. As Buddy Baker stood on the brakes, he was hit from behind by Richie Panch, who could not slow down in time. Baker was pushed to the wall, and his car may be seriously damaged.
Oh, no! We have a problem. And it's the crash that we had hoped would not happen. And look at the mess right here at the start-finish line. Too numerous to count.
I mean, there's just no leaders. Made a pit stop. Whoa! And Bobby Labonte gets in the 22 car and Jeff Gordon right in front of Jeff Gordon.
Gordon gets the worst of it, I believe. Change position.
Wow.
Oh, no, Sachs is in trouble.
And takes Petty with him.
And we're going to have a terrific crash here as nearly all the field is going to be involved in this crash. There are only about 10 or 12 cars that survived this melee.
Just fast, but Ricky, and there we catch the end of it. You see, has already made contact with the front of the car, and there he is sliding down the racetrack. Everybody going to the inside, Lake Speed going by.
In the evening, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
They did, and looks like they had another one right here.
You'll see Lake come down.